I have known Pope Francis since he was my teacher, my professor in high school when I was 17 years old. And I know that he knew then that I was gay. And we have been friends ever since. I visited him in Rome, and then we visited when he came to Washington. And he met, who was at that time my boyfriend both times, and he's always asking about him. And when the gay marriage law was being discussed in the Senate in Argentina, I read in the internet that then Cardinal Bergoglio was very much against it, and that he has said really painful and hateful things about the approval of the law. I was very surprised, and I was very surprised more than anything else, because knowing him and knowing how much love there is in his heart, it was difficult for me to understand that he will do such a hateful thing. Words like, this is the word of God, this is a temptation from the devil, etc. So I wrote him a quite extensive letter. I sent him an email telling him how much I admire him, how important he was in my life, and how much he did for me, how he had brought forward through his education the most open and progressive thoughts in my life. And then I went on saying, I'll never be able to thank you for all this. So you might think that it's a very strange way to thank you if I tell you that I'm very disappointed by the way you treated the gay law. And I went on with the explanation, and the letter is too long, and it's very personal, so I will not go into it. He replied 2 days later, and the first thing he said was, first of all, I want to ask you to forgive me, because I realize that you are hurt. Believe me, I never said any of those things. The press picked up from 2 letters that I sent to the nuns, asking them not to emit any kind of opinion on this. And they were distorted, and they were put as my words. But the most beautiful thing, and to me the most amazing thing, and we are talking about 2008, he ends up his letter, besides asking me to pray for him, which is he always does, saying, Yayo, believe me, in my parroquia, in my pastoral work, there is no place for homophobia. And that is the first time that I realized what an amazing person he was. Not only he said, who am I to judge? There is something very important that he said later. And he said, who are we to judge? With that we wasn't just a personal discourse. We was the whole church and the whole humankind. Thank you very much, and I'm sorry.